In Mass Effect 2, Kepral syndrome was a disease of the lungs that spread to other organs. Now in Mass Effect 3, he talks about his blood not getting enough oxygen. This is a blatant recon as Mass Effect 2 never mentioned anything about hemoglobin. True, hemoglobin is a protein that carries iron and transports oxygen through the bloodstream. Back to the Dr. Chakwas' notes, again, in Thane's later Shadow Broker DLC, she makes no mention of hemoglobin, just his lungs, heart, liver, and stomach. And it is made clear that he only has one bad lung and minor damage on his liver. Everything else is not a threat at all. Everything else is not in any threat at all. So when he gets transported to the hospital after his injury, they don't have any blood for his blood type. Dr. Michelle clearly states in the beginning that they have been prepared to treat all species since the Reapers are attacking everyone. Why isn't there enough Drell blood to save Thane? It doesn't make sense, and as far as I can tell, Drell are a known species, so it's not like they've just been discovered. It is interesting also that he mentions that his favorite doctor said he would have been dead 9 months ago. But wait, Mass Effect 3 takes place 6 months after arrival, so Thane would have still been aboard the Normandy. Also, remember in Mass Effect 2, he says that he has 8 to 12 months to live. 8 to 12 months before his disease gets worse. Even if there were a certain amount of months between Mass Effect 2 and the Arrival DLC, Thane's dialogue in Mass Effect 3 shows us that he's living longer despite such a contradiction. So Thane has been in the hospital for 6 months, just waiting to die? What happened to the Hanar's development of a cure ever since the Hanar realized such a disease existed? It's never mentioned. What about the lung transplant operation suggested in the later Shadow Broker DLC in his dossier? Never mentioned again. Yes, he declined it, but after his declaration in the romance scene, he has no reason to decline it now, and he is a viable candidate. What about the Eupulmos Device? This device was mentioned in the Cerberus Daily News on the dates July 13th, 2010 to July 20th, 2010. The Eupulmos Device is described as metal gel for the lungs to help all species with any respiratory disease, and that is what Kepral syndrome was before Mass Effect 3 changed its diagnosis. There was few pertinent mentions of a way of prologuing or even curing Thane, but all of it was forgotten so Thane could have the scene with Colleen. In a universe that could gather up enough resources to bring someone back to life, someone that was deprived of oxygen, exposed to sub-zero temperature and atmospheric re-entry, why can't a simple respiratory disease be cured?